Nice place for a holiday this, Morgan, but I'd hate to be here on a bad day.
Fred, the Emperor of the Universe, said to his son and the universe's Prime Minister, Morganite. They were on holiday in Italy, so they visited Pompeii.
The day the volcano erupted was definitely a bad day,
Morganite said, watching an excavation of 2 bodies in a prison cell. They were skeletons taller than the local Romans, so obviously it was a big event.
Wonder if they were magicians.
We think they were prisoners. This was a prison.
One of the archaeologists said, hearing the tourists.
Want to help?
Yes, this reminds me of the old days.
Fred, a former coroner, replied,
There's something strangely familiar about the skeletons. I feel I know them somehow.
When they touched them, something even stranger happened. Fred and Morganite appeared in the cell when it looked clean and used.
What happened?
Morganite asked, seeing a man in a toga.
We appear to have traveled in time.
Fred noted, seeing he was now in a Roman outfit.
You look like Julius Caesar.
What is it, boy?
You look like Julius Caesar.
So do you. I think they were magicians.
We should get out of here.
Yes.
They teleported outside the building and saw more people in togas. They were wandering around as if it was nothing odd to see people in togas walking around doing their own business, talking Latin to each other.
Do you speak Latin?
No, I hoped you did.
Hope we don't have to speak to anyone here?
May as well take in the sights while we're here.
Yeah.
There was an earthquake. Oh great, the holiday is over.
The volcano's going to blow. We need to get out of here.
Should we call the timekeeper, Tempest?
He's been ignoring me lately. He thinks I betrayed your mum. Yes, we should try.
Tempest, open a portal.
Germanicus, Teutonicus.
I can't help you even if I wanted to help you, which I don't. You are in a fixed point in time.
Vox Diorum, can't you help us at all? Druids.
Druids ex Britannia sunt, Britannia sunt, non-German. The Druids are from Britannia. They are British, not German. You're right, you're in trouble. They think you are Druids, they are enemies of Rome. Run.
Uh-oh, thank you, run boy, run for your life.
Fred and Morganite ran off, chased by the soldiers. They ran into a building and found a family eating.
I think he wants us to leave.
The family looked timidly at them.
Yes.
The magicians Fred and Morganite left after apologizing, puzzling the family who didn't speak their language either. Not long later, the soldiers caught them.
Quises tu et curdeos loqueres.
I don't know what you are asking me.
Imperator Universitatis est Fridericus Alexander.
Sounded like you said I worked at a university.
Num deus est.
Non magis quam tu, magus estimated.
Est nele commodo cum diis locitur.
Non sum deus, filia sum eus. No, est tu, esne druidae.
What was that about druids?
He asked me if I was a druid.
Tell him we must leave because the volcano is about to erupt. Volcano about to go boom!
They don't know about volcanoes until today. He thinks you're mad.
We're not going anywhere.
No.
Hey, is this the room where we found the skeletons?
The soldiers left them as the volcano was erupting, spewing a thick blanket of ash over the town, killing all it touched, cooking, suffocating and entombing all, including Fred and Morganite, the magician skeletons in the cell. Meanwhile, in 2024, Fred and Morganite touched their skeletons and they disappeared. When they went poof, the skeletons went poof, coming back to life as fully alive men, Fred and Morganite.
I don't want to die again!
Me either.
The archaeologist screamed and ran off in terror.
What's wrong with them?
They just saw the second coming.
Oh yeah!
Life is precious and death is tragic. Mine was bad. I am more than a void and a cast. I was a life taken too soon. I knew life, I was loved, I was more than a hole in the ashes. I lived and had family and friends. I lived and was real. Life lives precious and death is tragic. Mine was bad. I had good days And I had bad days, I had a terrible day when I died. You will die too on one sad day. Let it not be as bad as my grim death. I knew not about my killer. You call it a volcano, to me it was just a mountain. My day is always unaware. It was an apocalypse for my people and home. The mountain exploded, filling the air with burning ashes and rock. My town was buried, and my people were too. All that is left of our bodies are holes in bone and plaster casts of the holes where our bodies fell. Life is precious, and death is tragic. Mine was bad. The ashes were suffocating, hot shards that burned and buried me, killing me from inside and within. I was seen when dug up as merely an odd-shaped hole in the ash-laden ground where I died. I was not recognized as a man. I was just a strange hole in the ground. Life is precious, and death is tragic. Mine was bad. My fate was sad. I am now nothing but flowers in the ashes.